It's the Diamond K Show.
So much going on in the world. You talk about things from the perspective of how it is. DJ Diamond K, sometimes it comes off like you are almost not in support of, but you just accept the way things are and there's no chance of change. Check me out on YouTube. That's the part that I am just like, Argh.
OnFireTV.com.
Welcome back. You made Diamond K in here, of course. The DiamondKShow.com, OnFire-TV.com, RadioOnFire.com, the WRF radio app. So much to get into, so much on the docket here today. Man. Of course, obstruction emerges as a key focus in this Trump documents probe. So, it's just unraveling. They're unveiling more and more information about the former president. And, I don't know. This is, I think this is looking crazy. Republicans are looking crazy defending this guy. The Justice Department says that classified documents were likely concealed and removed from a storage room at former President Trump's Florida estate as part of this effort to obstruct the federal investigation into the discovery of government records. So it continues to look worse and worse. Republicans and Trump supporters are defending these actions that the former president took, these crimes that he committed. When any one of these Trump supporters, if you committed this crime that former President Trump has done, just one of the documents, just one, you would be in jail without no bail. But they're defending this guy. FBI also seized boxes and containers holding more than 100 classified records during the August 8th search of Mar-a-Lago. They found classified documents stashed in Trump's office, according to the filing, which came late last night. Lays out the most detailed account that we have seen to date. It outlined months of strained interactions between the Justice Department and Trump's representatives over the discovery of government secrets. Oh, yeah, Trump supporters are going to say, oh, no, it's a witch hunt. They're after our leader, right? He did this stuff. But I know many of you are going to defend it because, what else you got to do? The filing offers yet another indication of the sheer volume of classified records that were retrieved from Mar-a-Lago. So you got all these Trump supporters making excuses for the former president. How do you justify this? This investigation would not be happening if he didn't commit these crimes. He took the documents, and then after he took the documents, he didn't want to give them back. Why did he want these documents? I mean, obviously it points to the fact that he was trying to profit from the documents. Maybe he was going to try to blackmail the country. I don't know. But whatever it is, these aren't his documents. These aren't love letters from Melania we're talking about. We're talking about real stuff. And a lot of this we wouldn't know if Trump and his, rinky-dink attorneys weren't trying to egg the Justice Department on. We wouldn't even found out some of these things. Yeah. This discovery of government secrets in Trump's home, in his basement, in his office. Oh, this looks so crazy. The sheer volume. It shows how investigators conducting this criminal probe have focused not just on why the records were improperly stored by the former president, but also the question of whether Trump's team intentionally misled them. Intentionally. So understand this: Trump supporters, allies, family members, employees, he's not going to protect you. And many of these attorneys now are going to end up in big trouble because they are involved in this. Oh, don't think that he's going to help you. No, he's not going to help you. He only helps himself. He tried to help himself to America's most important secrets. The Trump team. This ragtag bunch. Oh, yeah, they're so smart. They're so smart. Only the best and the brightest, right? Unlawful presence of top secret documents. Former president. A timeline has been laid out by the Justice Department, and they made it clear that the extraordinary search of Mar-a-Lago came only after other efforts to retrieve these records had failed. They didn't want to do it. He forced their hand. Right? Look what you made me do. Yeah. So their efforts to retrieve these records failed. They had no choice but to run up in Mar-a-Lago. They didn't kick in the door waving the 4-4. It wasn't like that. They didn't run in there like they ran up in Breonna Taylor's house. It wasn't like that. But there was back and forth conversations between Trump and the Justice Department. Oh, they gave him every possible opportunity to turn it over because they knew how you Trump supporters were going to act. They knew the joke was, oh, no, not our leader. Yeah, so they go back and forth. Please give us the documents. Please give us the documents. Come on, man, give us the documents. And he's, oh, those are my documents. Excuse me. Those are my documents. He did all that for as long as he could. And then he's surprised that they ran up in there. Listen, they didn't want to do it. He literally forced their hand. He called their bluff, and they had the last laugh. But look, they didn't want to do it. I said it again. I said it before, and I say it again. If former President Obama had these documents in there, oh, these same Republicans that are crying and whining about Donald Trump. Oh, he's such the victim, dumb Donald. Have y'all seen dumb Donald's report card? Man, he's dumb. Yeah, he's dumb. Anyway, dumb Donald decided that this was the way to go. Dumb Donald thought this was a smart move. Yeah, he thought this was a smart move. But what's so ironic about this is that Trump's attempts to, I guess, slow things down, slow this investigation down even slower than he normally does, it really shows how investigators conducting this probe have focused not just on why these records were improperly stored, but they're looking even deeper into this timeline. We've seen it, and Republican. I don't support. I want to say supporters, but depending on what day it is, Lindsey Graham is a friend or a foe, and all these others. Oh yeah, Lindsey Graham. He's saying this stuff now, but I'm telling you, he is going to switch again. He is going to switch up again, and he's going to probably turn on Trump again. And that's just what it is. That you can just expect that. You can just expect that. Another friend of the president, former president, Fox News' Sean Hannity. He is set to be disposed as part of this $1 billion election lawsuit. A $1 billion lawsuit. So this is something that has been brewing for a while because Republicans talk crazy. These Trump supporters, they will say anything. So before they wanted this information revealed. Now the information is revealed, they want to talk about something else. They're going to be talking about caravans. It's going to be, there's a big caravan coming. You know, they're going to be talking about caravans. They're going to be talking about Hunter Biden. They're going to be trying to talk about anything and everything but these documents, these top secret documents that Donald Trump has stashed away. They don't want to talk about everything. Bigfoot, the Yeti. They don't want to talk about everything but these damn documents. Everything. So Fox News host Sean Hannity set to be disposed. As I said, he is a close ally of Donald Trump. He set to be disposed today as part of this lawsuit, this defamation lawsuit against Fox News. So $1.6 billion lawsuit filed against Fox News last March by the voting machine company Dominion. You remember Dominion. They were running them down. Deposed. What did I say? Did I say disposed? Whatever. He's going to give a deposition. How about that? All right. So anyway, the $1.6 billion lawsuit filed against Fox News, defamation, right? Defamation. Now, the Dominion company, which makes these voting machines, was at the center of numerous unproven Trump supporter conspiracy theories surrounding the 2020 election. Now, according to the lawsuit's docket, Hannity's deposition would be the latest in a string of scheduled depositions for some of Fox News's biggest names. Fox News host Tucker Carlson and Jeanine Pirro were scheduled to be on the stand last week, along with Lou Dobbs, scheduled for earlier this week, according to the docket. It is not confirmed if those depositions actually occurred. Time's going to tell. But depositions could be potentially important, and they could play a key role in the direction of the case moving forward. So the critical issue here is the state of mind of Fox and those individual people, according to Floyd Abrams, who is a leading expert on First Amendment law. What did they say about Dominion, and did they believe it? Did they believe it? In order for Dominion to win, it has to show that what was said was not only false, but it was known or suspected to be false. All right? So this complaint against Fox, Dominion alleges that the network pushed outlandish, defamatory, and far-fetched accusations that the voting company had rigged the 2020 election in order to lure back viewers. That's what the lawsuit is centered around. They're trying to lure back viewers. If you remember, Fox News was losing viewers, and they were trying to boost ratings and, of course, trying to make a profit. So Fox sold a false story of election fraud, the same story that Donald Trump had been selling also in other outlets, not just Fox News. But Fox sold this story of election fraud in order to serve its own commercial purposes, severely injuring Dominion in the process. That is what they are complaining. This is going to be very interesting. So Dan Webb is an attorney who recently was added to Fox News's legal team. He said that Fox News was simply doing its duty by reporting on the allegations. Oh, they were definitely not they were definitely not presenting it like they were just reporting. Here's what we found. No. They were throwing Dominion under the bus, and I think that this defamation lawsuit is going to be a major black eye for Fox News in the long run. Who knows when this comes to trial and all that kind of stuff. Very, very interesting. Trump supporters, it doesn't pay to be a Trump supporter. All around, the Trump supporters are going down. Down goes Fox. Down goes Fox. Just tuned in. She made Don McKay in here, of course, the Don McKay Show on fire-tv.com and radioonfire.com, the WRF radio app. So daily, I am here. And on the program, we deliver the biggest political and trending news stories of the day. You know, I'm going to be upbeat with things, but I also have to expose what is going on and what is happening. I'm going to give you this breakdown from an independent perspective. If a Republican is wrong, which they usually are, I'm going to spell it out. I'm going to call it out. If a Democrat's wrong, which they are usually wrong too, I'm going to call that out as well. Absolutely. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, at the Don McKay Show, of course, on fire-tv.com. Do this, take a quick break, and then we'll be back with more of the show after this.
It's the Don McKay Show.
So much going on in the world. You talk about things from the perspective of how it is. DJ Don McKay, sometimes it comes off like you are almost not in support of, but you just accept the way things are and there's no chance of change. Check me out on YouTube. That's the part that I am just like, ah.
On firetv.com.
Welcome back. The FDA has cleared updated COVID-19 vaccines ahead of the fall booster campaign. So what am I talking about? You thought that it was over with? You thought we were going to go into the fall and they weren't going to be trying to push these boosters on folks? The Food and Drug Administration today authorized updated COVID-19 booster shots, specifically targeting the subvariant Omicron. So we're going into the fall season. People are coming indoors. There are going to be more cases of COVID-19. This move comes ahead of this fall campaign to give Americans booster shots, which is expected to launch in the next few days. You are going to hear that we've got to get these booster shots. You're going to hear that. Just look, I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming. This move marks the first time the vaccines have been updated since the first shots were cleared at the end of 2020. You remember how that went down. The shots from Pfizer and Moderna target the Omicron subvariants as well as the original virus. Shots can begin going into arms once the final step in the process, which is coming from the CDC, once they clear it, which is expected to happen tomorrow. Major question, though, is how many people will actually want the new shots, given that uptake for the existing booster shots has really lagged. Folks say, some people got it. Well, a lot of people didn't get it. Are you interested in getting this new booster? This booster shot that is supposed to target Omicron and the original? No? Yes? Let me know your thoughts. I'd like to hear, folks, are you going to get this booster shot? Because they're going to start pushing it on you. Next thing you know, your job's going to be saying, hey, you're going to get this booster shot, or else you're going to have to go home.
On Fire TV is a streaming network for a generation on the move.
So here in Maryland, financial reports show the wide difference between Moore and Cox. Who are we talking about? The race for governor of Maryland. Now, when it comes to the money, it's no contest. When it comes to raising dollars, campaign finance reports filed this week show that Democratic candidate Wes Moore is far outraising his Republican opponent, Dan Cox. Like, far outraising. Okay. He has more money in the bank to spend. And, I don't know what Dan Cox is doing, but the report shows that Moore raised $1.7 million in the 5 weeks after the primary, while Cox only raised $204,000. They also reported Moore having a balance in the bank of $1.3 million, while Cox reports have him having just under $200,000 in his bank account. Now, the new finance reports also show that Baltimore City County Executive Johnny O, has $1.87 million in his campaign treasure chest. Marilyn Mosby has $12K in cash left in her campaign fund, and her donations over the last cycle included $500 from former Mayor Kurt Schmoke. Yeah, okay. Shout out to Kurt Schmoke. Kurt Schmoke spoke at my my high school graduation. Anytime I get to talk, I always say that. He spoke at my high school graduation at Edmondson. All right. Now, it is depending on where you live in the world, some of these things, you may not even understand what we're talking about. But this is something that I think everybody can relate to. Movies, what do you call it? National Cinema Day. National Cinema Day is coming up. And when that happens, National Cinema Day, because you remember at one time, I said on this show, I thought that movie theaters were over. I used to work in a movie theater. But I thought that the pandemic had destroyed movies. But it appears that they are slowly trying to come back. Now, everything is more expensive nowadays. However, on September the 3rd, you'll be able to go to the movies for just $3 a ticket. Now, they're not lowering the price on that high-ass food. No, they're just lowering the ticket prices. And the ticket prices aren't that bad. It's the food that's bad. But Saturday is National Cinema Day. And the nonprofit Cinema Foundation is helping fans celebrate by having 3,000 theaters across the country slash prices to $3. Can't think of when the movies were $3, right? Basically, every studio is participating, from Amazon Studios and Disney to Sony Pictures and Warner Brothers. After this summer's record-breaking return to cinemas, they wanted to do something to celebrate moviegoing. We're doing it by offering a thank you to the moviegoers that made this summer happen, and by offering an extra enticement for those who haven't made it back to the movies yet. So they're saying that there's no catch. Every movie, every format, every showtime will see its ticket prices hit rock bottom, and fans will be able to catch up on both new movies and classics brought back just for the occasion. I mean, they make it sound so nice. They make it sound so nice. I don't know. Are many of you going to the theaters? Like, have you been regularly going to the theaters? Let me know in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, at the Diamond K Show, of course, on fire-tv.com. So, $11.8 million worth of cocaine was found in a shipment of baby wipes. Can't make this stuff up. U.S. Customs and Border Protection recently discovered a shipment carrying what was supposed to be baby wipes, but turned out to be $11.8 million worth of cocaine. This seizure was, take a guess, in Texas, right? Across the Rio Grande River, Mexico. Now, when a tractor trailer carrying a shipment of baby wipes was flagged for secondary inspection, authorities discovered the almost 2,000 packages of cocaine totaling 1,500 pounds. 1,500 pounds. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement Homeland Security investigations confirm that a special investigation is underway to locate the source of the coca. Wow. It's crazy. I mean, I don't know, it's crazy. Like, that is brazen and not something that you normally hear about. Sad news, definitely sad news. Mississippi declares a water emergency for Jackson. So they're saying that recent torrential rain coupled with years of water system issues have resulted in a water crisis in Jackson, Mississippi. The city does not have enough water to fight fires, flush the toilet, or even, hand out to residents in needs. Like, they don't have any water. Jackson's main water treatment facility began failing on Monday, according to the governor. The National Guard was called up to help distribute bottles of water as crews worked to get the water treatment plant back online. So kids have to go to school virtually. The water is not safe for anything. You can't feed it to your pets. Can't brush your teeth. They can't flush the toilet. Like, it's bad. In 2022, it is it's unbelievable. National Guard, as I said, distributing bottles of water, but this is just crazy. This is just crazy. So you've probably been seeing online that folks with the cases of water like happened in Flint, and it is just crazy. The troubles come as the water system has been plagued with problems. It's been plagued with problems for years. This is nothing new. The city was already under a boil water notice since July. And they said that was because of a water quality issue. So folks down there need help, need our help. But what's so crazy about this, what is so frustrating, is that something like this can be avoided. So they've declared this state of emergency. So more federal dollars are going to come. The Republican governor, who knows whether he's going to really release the purse strings now that Biden is in support of this declaration. We're going to see and follow this story. But I just, I've saw a lot of videos online about folks in Jackson, Mississippi, and the problems that they're having with water. So we're going to follow this and continue to talk about this until there is a actual solution. Till there's an actual solution. So I guess on the flip side, they're saying that being near water, even virtually, can help improve your mental. So they're saying that there's some scientifically backed reasons that a trip to the ocean or the sound of falling rain, being soothing. And some experts say that being more intentional about your exposure to water can be a great addition to your mental health toolbox. So they said that this is a mental health booster. If you don't live near a major body of water, they say that you can also reap benefits by simply listening to or watching water. Didn't know that. There are plenty of options online, obviously, that offer the sound of waves crashing or the gentle ripples of a peaceful lake. You only need up to 2 hours a week, they said, So a couple minutes every day of that exposure can make a real difference. Water in person or virtually, they say, can help you help yourself.
On Fire TV is a streaming network for a generation on the move.
Welcome back to the Don McKay Show. Of course, today's broadcast brought to you in part by the City View Bar and Grill. City View is a family-friendly, casual dining bar and restaurant providing high-quality food and good old-fashioned friendly service. At the City View Bar and Grill, you can live every hour like it's happy hour. The food is mouth-watering, the atmosphere is fun, energetic, and mature. Located at 6700 Security Boulevard in Gwynn Oak, Maryland, a.k.a. Woodlawn. It's the City View Bar and Grill. Stop in today or visit cityviewmd.com, cityviewmd.com. On Fire TV will be broadcasting, streaming live from City View this Saturday, every Saturday, 12 to 5 p.m. There's a day party there, a lot of happy hour specials. It's going to be fun. But we're going to be streaming live, as I said, from City View, onfire-tv.com, radioonfire.com. And you'll be able to watch, listen. It's going to be a lot of fun. So last thing here in Baltimore, and I had a chance to check this out in Dallas. It is going to be so much fun. Baltimore Entertainment Complex featuring the Topgolf is near completion. So Topgolf, like I said, I had a chance to do this in Dallas, and it is a lot of fun. So things are moving right along at the Warner Street Entertainment District. So that is the area in between the Horseshoe Casino and the stadiums. So this is soon going to feature 2 new world-class venues. Now, what used to be an area filled with abandoned warehouses and parking lots and that kind of stuff is, has had a lot of construction going on. And one of the main things is Topgolf. Topgolf, the facility, is part of this Warner Street Entertainment District, and it is almost ready to open. Nearly 3 years ago, they were just, drawing out what the district could look like. Now it is actually going to happen. Across from the Topgolf, the Paramount Baltimore, an almost 4,000 seat venue, is also nearly complete. They look at them trying to fix up Baltimore downtown. The strip club's going to be moved. They're going to be moved because they ain't bringing in all this slick stuff and going to have the strip clubs down there. I wonder how that's going to happen. How they're going to do it. Some people going to be mad about this. So there's still some questions about the lot that sits in the middle of the 2 venues. Right now, it just has a bunch of construction supplies, but ultimately will be the location for a hotel with eateries and event space. They are really trying to turn the downtown area into something. Yeah. Project has also had challenges, as most of the urban entertainment used to be industrial, well, the environment rather. It used to be like warehouses. Back in the day, there were a couple of clubs there. Paradox was in this area. The original Hammerjacks was in this area. There have been a couple of nightclubs over the years, but for the most part, this was an industrial park kind of area. So there has been trouble, I guess, relocating power and water supplies and different things like that. Part is built on a flood zone. So there's nearby Wrigley's Cove is still a critical part of the bay. So the Paramount Baltimore Theater is expected to open in January or February 2023. And of course, the Topgolf is expected to open by November or December of this year. So I'm definitely going to check that out. Looking forward to seeing that Topgolf. You get a chance to do it. Just it's a lot of fun.
It's the Diamond K Show.
So much going on in the world. You talk about things from the perspective of how it is. DJ Diamond K, sometimes it comes off like you are almost not in support of, but you just accept the way things are and there's no chance of change. Check me out on YouTube. That's the part that I am just like,
OnFireTV.com.
Welcome back. Of course, you miss any episodes of the program, you can check me out on fire-tv.com/Diamond K. Anywhere you get music, search Diamond K. I have a lot of music out there. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere. Just search that. So we're going to be, as I said, streaming live from City View Bar and Grill, 12 to 5 p.m. on Saturday. At 6 p.m., I'm going to go in the mix with the Baltimore Club Show. Baltimore Club Show, I play, obviously, Baltimore Club music, dance songs. DJDiamondK@gmail.com. You want to submit music to me or get in touch with me any kind of way, that is the easiest way to do it. And so with that being said, I will be back here tomorrow. Quicksilver, what's going on, homie? Oh my goodness, I completely cannot get out of here without talking about this. There's a story. A Georgia man was awarded $100 million after being tased by police. So this tasing left him paralyzed. According to reports, a 65-year-old man was paralyzed from the neck down after an Atlanta police officer tased him. So it caused him to fall and fracture his neck. Since then, the now 69-year-old man has been awarded $100 million, noting the cop involved used excessive force. So the amount awarded to the man this past Friday after a civil lawsuit was resolved. I don't even understand why this happened. I don't even understand why this happened. Jerry Blasingame, the conservator for the man, Keith Edwards, filed a suit against the city of Atlanta and the officer, John Grubbs, for past and future medical bills. Attorneys for the older man said that the police should have known better than to use a taser on an elderly person who was running away from them. The attorney say that the officer also violated the policies of the police department, and that the cop's actions left Blasingame injured for the rest of his life. Reports noted that Blasingame would have to spend the rest of his life in a facility that requires full-time care. Full-time care. The man has reportedly garnered $14 million in medical bills. They have to stay tuned for updates on that. $14 million in medical bills. So this Georgia man awarded $100 million after being tased by the police and this civil lawsuit. Just a sad situation there. But as always, thank you for tuning in. Thanks for checking in with me on fire-tv.com, the Diamond K Show.com, radioonfire.com, the WRF radio app. I will be back here tomorrow, and I'll see you guys.
Visit OnFireTV.com for live top stories, breaking news, and original